Greetings to everyone watching. This is Jay Bernard Daniel from local Chempaka International to share with you about world this week. Russia and ruble tapped 7-year high against the US dollar. Economists says don't ignore the exchange rate. The financial sanctions against Russia are seemingly not affecting the transcontinental country as much as Western media has portrayed during the past few months. On Monday, the Russian ruble tapped a price high against the US dollar and was the highest rise since 2015. There have been many reports from the economists and analysts that have said that Russia's financial books are cooked and most of the ruble strength is simply smoke and mirrors. One YouTuber claims that while the ruble looks strong, most of this strength is bolstered by manipulation. YouTuber Jake Bro told his 146,000 subscribers that the Russian economy is currently tanking. Inflation is high, unemployment is going up, wages are going down. The GDP of the Russian economy is collapsing. However, Bro's arguments could also be said about the United States, as the American economy seems to be heading toward a recession. Inflation is the highest in 40 years. Jobless claims in the US have risen as productivity is down, and the US economy's GDP shrank significantly in the first quarter of 2022. Ukraine war, Russia aiming to destroy Donbass, Zelensky says. A key advisor to Ukraine's president has said that the battle for the eastern cities of Severodonetsk and Lysychansk has reached a fearsome climax. Oleksiy Artovik said Russian forces could soon encircle the twin cities and cut them off from the Ukrainian territory. The threat of tactical Russian victory is there, but they haven't done it yet, he said. It comes as President Volodymyr Zelensky accused Moscow of trying to destroy the Donbass region. There were missile and artillery strikes in Donbass. The occupiers' goal here is unchanged. They want to destroy the entire Donbass step by step, Mr. Zelensky said in his nightly video address. He also repeated his calls for Western leaders to speed up the delivery of heavy artillery to his troops. Russia has directed much of its attention to Severodonetsk and Lysychansk, which are the final Ukrainian outposts in the Luhansk region. And in the recent days, Moscow's forces appear to be making some progress in their attempt to encircle Ukrainian troops there. Some Ukrainian units have withdrawn, probably to avoid being encircled. Russia's improved performance in this sector is likely a result of recent unit reinforcement and heavy concentration of fire, UK officials said. US Supreme Court overturns New York handgun law in bitter blow to gun control push. The US Senate has passed a gun control bill, the most significant firearms legislation in nearly 30 years. It imposes tougher checks on young buyers and encourages states to remove guns from people considered a threat. In a rare bipartisan breakthrough on gun control measures, 15 Republicans joined Democrats in the Senate to approve the bill. It still needs the endorsement of the lower house before being signed into law by President Joe Biden. A vote in the Democrat-controlled House of Representatives is expected soon. The president urged a quick vote on this bipartisan bill, despite it falling far short of his demands. Gun control activists and most Democrats would also like to see a far more stringent measures on gun control. India to roll out e-passports for safe, easy international travel. The central government is working to roll out e-passports that would make the international travels easier and enable protection against identity theft, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar said on Friday. In a message delivered on the occasion of Passport Seva Divas, Jaishankar reaffirmed the government's commitment to improving citizen experience and public delivery. It gives me great pleasure to join all our passport issuing authorities in India and aboard on coast of Passport Seva Divas 2022, he said. As we commemorate the Passport Seva Divas on 24th June this year, we continue our commitment to deliver the next level of citizen experience, he added. He noted that the passport services were rendered with the same vigor and enthusiasm during the coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic. The government, he said, has set a record while dealing with the increased demand built up due to the pandemic. With a monthly average of 9.9 lakhs and 4.5 lakhs additional applications granted in last 1 month. Chempaka also announced that the Passport Seva Program, also known as PSP, will be embarking on an improved and upgraded version, PSP V2.0, to ensure a digital ecosystem among all stakeholders and offer enhanced passport services to citizens. UK campaign calls for 1 million UK consumers to stop paying energy bills. A campaign is urging 1 million consumers to stop paying their energy bills from October in protest at record price hikes. Run by a group of activists who are operating anonymously for fear of repercussions from energy firms, the Don't Pay campaign launched last Sunday and has already gathered 4,000 social media followers. They say that they are hoping for a rerun of the poll tax protest that helped bring down Margaret Thatcher's government when 17 million people refused to pay. The manifesto emblazoned in black and yellow on the group's website says, "Millions of us won't be able to afford food and water bills this winter. We cannot afford to let that happen. We demand a reduction of bills to an affordable level. We will cancel our direct debits from October 1st if we are ignored." Energy costs have rocketed this year, with the annual cap on average bills raised by almost 700 euros to nearly 2,000 in April. It is expected to raise again in October to just under 3,000, meaning costs will have more than doubled in less than a year. The Chancellor Rishi Sunak has announced a 15 billion package of help to provide one-off payments to households, but Don't Pay argues this will not be enough. China's foreign minister meets Indian envoy, highlights Jaishankar's disapproval of European criticism on Ukraine. China's foreign minister Wang Yi on Wednesday held talks with India's envoy in Beijing, Pradeep Kumar Rawat, with both sides exchanging views on the boundary situation as well as border bilateral ties. The meeting, which was Mr. Rawat's first with the Chinese foreign minister since his arrival in Beijing in March, came ahead of Thursday's BRICS Leaders Summit. Mr. Wang pointedly referred to External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar's remarks earlier this month during a security conference in Slovakia that Europe has to grow out of the mindset that Europe's problems are the world's problems, but the world's problems are not Europe's problems. Mr. Jaishankar also said India was perfectly capable of managing the border situation with China and rejected Western attempts to draw a connection between Russia's invasion of Ukraine, which India has been urged to condemn, and the line of actual control LAC crisis with China. Japan's top court orders Twitter to delete tweets on arrest records. Japan's Supreme Court has ordered social media giant Twitter to delete tweets showing a man's arrest record. The plaintiff, who was arrested on suspicion of intrusion on 2019 and fined about $750 in a summary order, had asked Twitter to remove the tweet. He argued that the post would cite the news articles that revealed his name and arrest record, affected his job search efforts as his information remained accessible. Regarding removal of online details of his arrest histories, the top court ruled in a 2017 decision on search engine Google that such data could be deleted if protection of privacy clearly outweighs the freedom of making the information public. Whether the criteria should be applied to Twitter had a point of contention. In 2019, a district court ordered Twitter to delete the tweets arguing that Twitter's operation didn't have a foundation of information distribution like search sites. It also said that as more than 7 years had passed since the plaintiff paid the fine, the need to continue disclosing his record had diminished. But the High Court said that the platform did not have the foundation of information distribution and ruled that it was not required to remove the post. The court said that the offense itself was not minor and the post served the public interest. And that is the end of World This Week. Thank you for watching. This is Bernard Daniel signing off.